Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cain, and this is going to be a nice short and sweet video that Michael Franke and I did a few months ago on how to door knock pre-foreclosures. So a few things I want to go through before we get started on this. It's really short and to the point, and I try to keep it as engaging as possible. This is my second video that I've edited, so if you guys found any value, if you're liking the way that I'm editing these, I try and keep it in mind for the ADHD brains, but I want to make it so it's simple and easy to follow along with. Now, I have a few rules before you come into my YouTube channel and watch my stuff. What I'd just ask of you is, one, get a pen, get a piece of paper, take notes. You're going to retain a lot more. Pause this video, rewind, go back to the parts that you've missed. If I were you and I was getting started, I would go through this and understand it until you cannot mess up. You will get so much out of this. This is a really, really good tool that I use. And I actually went through this because I was afraid to get started door knocking. I asked Michael Franke what I should say, and I volunteered his tribute to be an angry seller to see how he would overcome all the objections an angry homeowner would potentially throw at him. I want to remind you guys that we are in this business to help and to serve these people that are going through tough times. We've stopped more auctions than the houses we actually bought, and this is why we do it. We love helping other people. So if you feel like this aligns with you, please let me know below if you found any value. If you would be so kind, if you haven't already, just go to my YouTube channel, click that subscribe button, click it one more time. There's going to be a drop down that comes down and it's going to say all. Click all notifications so you'll get alerted anytime I drop a video. I'm learning how to become a video editor, and I'd love to make sure that it's worthwhile. So if you guys do find any value, please let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Let's make it we'll pretend we're door knocking, so take it away.
Am I door knocking?
You're door knocking me, I'll be the seller.
Okay.
Hello, what do you want?
Hey, my name's Michael. I'm sure you're getting blown up with all kinds of people talking to you, but I just wanted to drop by and saw your lender had set up a foreclosure sale there. I'm sure you're having a royal pain in the butt experience with them, but I just want to drop by and see how I can help.
Yeah, I think we've got it handled. We don't need any help.
Okay. And I'm glad you got it handled. I mean, I actually want you to get the foreclosure sale stopped just so I can wipe this address from my mind and make sure that you're okay. Would you just let me know how you got it solved, just so I feel better about the situation, make sure you're fine?
Yeah, the bank just messed up on their end. It was some kind of accounting error, so it should be done. It should be fixed up by the end of the week.
Oh, okay. And I didn't even know that it happened, so I can relate to that. What happened with that? I'm just curious.
Well, I have been paying my mortgage, but they said that they'd get everything fixed and let me know by Friday. I do pay my mortgage. I am on time.
Oh, I believe you. It's not you that's the problem. It's usually these lenders. They don't know their left hand from their right. It sounds like you've got your situation under control, which is great. But I know these lenders can be difficult and they can leave you kind of in a merry-go-round of wondering what you should do. Mm-hmm. So would it be okay if I just reached out to you on Friday after you kind of talk to your lender and just see how things are going?
I guess that'd be okay.
But again, I'm not trying to buy your house. I just want to be a backup plan, right? I've stopped hundreds of these things. I've seen every situation known to man, and I actually went through foreclosure myself in 2014. It was really scary. So I would love to have the opportunity to just come alongside you, be someone that you can bounce ideas off the wall, and don't feel any pressure. I'm just here to help.
You had a foreclosure in 2014?
Yeah, like I had told you, and it actually makes me emotional talking about it a little bit. But I got behind. I was a teacher, and I didn't have two nickels to rub together. And, I had to put food back up at the shelves at the grocery store and had to do all those things. It was a really scary time. And I would have loved someone like myself that has hundreds and hundreds of these deals under their belt to give me some guidance without feeling any pressure to commit or doing anything. So that's just what I'm here for, is to give you that guidance, and hopefully you have it taken care of on your own and I don't have to do anything. But again, I'm just here as a backup plan and to be a friend for you.
Okay. Well, how did you stop your auction in 2014?
Actually, it was a friend of mine. He lent me a few $1,000s and bailed me out. Unfortunately, I was able to pay him back, but without him and his help, I don't know what we would have done. So just like my friend, I'm here to offer you some different options and see which one of those can be the solution for you.
So just, I mean, you're already here right now. What are those options?
Yeah, let's just go through them. I have 5 main ones. There are some offshoots, but these are kind of the primary ones.
Freeze, pause, stop. I changed my shirt for this. I want you guys to realize how important this next section is. Go grab your pen, go grab your paper. Remember, what you write is what you invite. There are people much smarter than me that went to Harvard and Stanford and all these Ivy League schools and realize when we physically write things down with a pen and paper, we will retain it a lot more. Highlight it. I only brought one highlighter up with me. Get a few different highlighters. Highlight certain sections so you can retain it. Okay. This is very important. I took a lot of time to edit this video and make it nice and easy and cohesive for you to understand. Please take note here. Listen to this, remember this, retain this. This is my little nugget for you on this breakaway. And as a reminder, this is for free. I'm taking time out of my day to make this. I want to make it very easy for you guys to comprehend, to follow along with. So all I'm asking is if you are finding any value in this video, please make sure you turned on the notifications so you know when I drop anything and you share it. Please share this with 2 people you think might find some value out of it. And furthermore, I actually just finished up a meeting with some people. I want to also make sure that you guys have the data you need to contact and help these homeowners. Message me at the Caroline Cain on Instagram. The link will be in the description here on YouTube. All right, let's get back to it and finish this up.
Number 1 is by far your best option, right?
Okay.
And that option is to reinstate the loan. So
Okay.
reinstatement just means you're paying the arrears back that you're behind. Do you know about how far you are behind at the moment?
I've missed about, I want to say, I think I just missed my 4th payment. And
Okay.
I'm paying right around $2,000 a month.
Okay.
Um,
So maybe give or take, if you're 4 months behind with some fees and things, I mean, is it fair to say maybe around 10 grand behind, something like that?
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Probably right around $10,000 behind.
Okay. And then, I mean, is that an amount of money you think you're going to come into in the next few weeks before the sale, or?
I lost my job a couple months ago, and I thought I was going to be able to, like, the bank was going to work with me. I've maxed my credit cards out, so I don't think I'm going to be able. My credit's kind of not that great right now,
Yeah.
so I don't think I can personally come up with $10,000.
Okay.
Do you think there's any way the bank could let me put it on the end of my loan or something?
And it's possible, and we'll get into that in the next option. But do you perhaps have some family or friends that might be able to lend you that money, or maybe a 401k that you could tap into from work? Just anything that you can think of?
I mean, yeah, I've had a 401. I've always had a 401k. How would I be able to tap into that?
Well, you definitely want to speak to your employer. Some employers are faster than others, and
Mhm.
sometimes you have to pay a penalty on tapping into your 401k. But just have a conversation with them and see if they'd be willing to tap into some of that money for you.
Okay. All right.
And
So,
that's option number 1, right? I
okay.
would prefer you to go that route, rather reinstate the loan with your own money or perhaps a family or friend or 401k. That is by far your best option.
Okay.
Okay. So start looking into that in the next few days. Your second option, you kind of alluded to it that you'd like to wrap your arrears into your loan. You could do a loan modification. Have you spoken to your lender about that at all?
No, because I think you have to have like good credit and a job to do a loan mod when I
Yeah.
Googled it. And I just don't, I haven't had a job for the last 3 months.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have a job, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I would go ahead and make the call to your lender. See if they have that loan modification paperwork. You can get a conditional pre-approval with a
Okay.
loan mod without actually closing it, and that can actually buy you some more time. So it definitely doesn't hurt to at least have that conversation.
Okay. How long
Okay.
does it take to find out if you get passed for the loan mod? Because my
You know,
auction's in 3 weeks.
yeah, it depends on the lender. A lot of times, if you're really proactive on that and get all the paperwork they need, they can hopefully get you approved in a week. But again, it's all up to the lender. Everyone is a little bit different, but you're going to have a better chance if you have that conversation sooner than later.
Okay. And I just have to call my bank and ask for a loan mod?
Yeah, just call up your bank or your lender and talk to the loss mitigation department there and
Okay.
just say, look, here's my situation. I'm behind. I would really like to wrap these arrears into my loan, doing a loan modification. What would I need to do? What paperwork would I need to fill out? Is there someone, here that I should be speaking to? Just kind of play like you don't know anything, and they'll be helpful if you call enough times.
Okay. What's the next option?
Okay, the next option is my least favorite. but it's highly effective. Okay, if you get down to the very end and it's a Hail Mary situation, it's like the day or two before, and your lender's not doing anything to help, I can refer you to a gentleman or a lady that will help you file Chapter 13 bankruptcy.
Mhm.
Okay, what that does is it stops the sale immediately. Okay,
Okay.
depending on where you're at in the country, it might give you an extra 45, 60 days to do one of these options that I'm talking to you about. Okay,
So I could file the bankruptcy and then I'd have more time to potentially do a loan mod or get a
correct.
loan to reinstate it.
Correct. But just keep in
Okay.
mind, if you file the bankruptcy, it will stop the sale.
Okay.
But when it rolls back around, your reinstatement's probably going to be higher. Getting approved for that
Okay.
loan mod might be a little bit more difficult because you have a bankruptcy on your record, but it does buy you time.
Okay, but I'd still have an auction at the end of that bankruptcy.
If you didn't do one of these 5 options that I'm telling you about, it would roll back around to kind of where we're at right now.
Okay. All right. So bankruptcy is an option. Do you help me fill that paperwork out?
So I prefer not to do that. I have a partner that is, really proficient with bankruptcy. I would refer you to him. And generally, when we work together, I would pay for that process for you. So you don't have to worry about coming out of pocket or anything like that. But yeah, I would refer you to him and he could help you out with that.
Okay. Who are you again? Why, I'm just so confused. Why
Yeah.
would you help me with all of this?
Yeah, again, my name's Michael. This is what I specialize in. I've stopped hundreds of foreclosure sales, and I just have a heart for this situation. Like, again, I went through this myself, so it's just kind of a passion thing for me to make sure
Okay.
people get their auction stopped. Whether I make money or not is inconsequential. I'm just here to make sure you get this thing stopped.
Okay, yeah. All right. So one, I can try and catch it up and see if I can get some family. I don't know. I don't want to ask any friends to lend me money. 2, talk to the bank, see if they can help me do a loan mod. 3, if I have I run out of time, I can file the bankruptcy. And then are those my only options?
No, then you have a couple more. Number 4, and this is just, we probably can skip through this option, but it's selling the house for cash. You could sell it to any one of your choice before the
Okay.
auction. And if you decided maybe you just want to walk away from the home and collect a lot of the equity and start your life new, that's an option, but we don't need to talk about that one for now. The
Okay.
last option is called subject to. And subject to is just a fancy way for saying that I could catch up the arrears on the house
Mm-hmm.
and I would take ownership of the house. And if
Okay.
we decided it was a mutually beneficial relationship, perhaps you could stay in the house as a long-term tenant. Again, we'd need to have that conversation and see if it was a good idea for both of us. But that's an option that could potentially keep you in the home and your life wouldn't change a whole lot.
Okay. So it's really what's in it for you is for you to buy the house.
Again, would I like to buy the house? Sure. I'm an investor. I want to make money. But the difference between me and probably the other 50 people that have contacted you, I genuinely care about you, and you don't have to believe me, but I do this because I care about people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through this situation myself, and I've stopped auctions for people tons and tons of times without me benefiting at all, and that's okay with me. I'm just here to serve, and that's it.
Okay, well, I've just had a lot of people calling me in the last few months, and then you would not believe the amount of people knocking on my door. I'm just really tired of it.
I believe
Do you have anybody how do I know who you say you are? Do you have any previous homeowners you helped stop
of
an auction
course.
I can talk to?
I mean, first off, has anyone had this conversation with you?
No, actually, everybody else has just been telling me that they can buy my house.
Yeah, everyone else just wants to buy your house, wants to lowball you. They're not caring about you. So that's the first thing, is to say, I mean, no one else has had this conversation, but yeah, feel free to look me up on Google. My
Okay.
company is called East West Properties. Just look us up and see, look at all the other people that have good things to say about us. And then if you want to, compare them to some of these other companies you're talking to. I have nothing bad to say about them, but just do the looking yourself and see what their reviews have to say. And maybe that can give you a little bit more clarity and peace that I'm here to really serve you.
Okay. Do you have a business card?
Yeah, I have a business card.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, Michael, thank you so much. Everybody else has just kind of been pushy and aggressive, and nobody's actually able to answer any of my questions. So I appreciate you coming over today.
Yeah, just so I can follow up. Would you mind me grabbing your number? I'm not going to bother you. I just want to be able to follow up with you and make sure you're okay.
Absolutely.
Perfect. I'm just going to shoot you a text real quick and make sure you have my number and your phone there. Would you just save my number? Because I know you're getting spammed with 800 people, and just want to make sure that if I call you or you call me, I just know that it's you.
Yep, got your text. I'll save you right now. Michael with the great beard.
There you go. What would be a good day for me to reach out? Again, I want to let you go through the process and speak with your lender, but what would be a convenient time for me to reach out again and check on you?
I think I need help reaching out to the bank. Is there any way that you could potentially help me talk to them? Because I get so nervous and scared.
Yeah, and a lot of it is knowing the questions to ask and knowing which person at your bank is actually helpful, because there's like the new people that don't know what they're talking about, and then there's the lady that's been there for 20 years. So I'm happy to hop on a phone call and just guide you through it.
Okay, well, I have to go to work here in 5 minutes. Could we maybe do it tomorrow? Can you help me tomorrow?
Sure. When's a convenient time for me to reach out?
If we could do it an hour earlier than now, that'd be great. I'd have some time before work.
Perfect. Well, I'll probably shoot you a text maybe an hour before then.
Okay.
Make sure that's working for you. And then we can get on the phone. We can do a 3-way call with your lender and see what we can do to get this fixed up for you.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Michael. I look forward to hearing from you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you taking the time, and I know you're stressed right now, but I promise that we're going to get this resolved. No matter what, you're not getting foreclosed on.
Thanks, Michael. You're the first person that's given me peace of mind.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Look forward to having that conversation.
Thank you. Boom. All right. That was really good. Did we go through everything? Ohad just said, wow, gold. Thank you. Mike Keller just said, this is exactly what I needed. Okay. Did that seem, how long did it take you to kind of get that laid, like smoothed out, so you remember all of those like options to help a homeowner?
So really it's a very simple to remember the options, right? You got reinstatement, loan modification, Chapter 13 bankruptcy, cash sale, subject to. And are there some other options out there? Of course, but those are kind of the core 5. As long as you remember those things, it's super simple to guide them through that. And a lot of times they'll disqualify themselves from certain options and you can move on to the next one. And sometimes they're going to choose options that lead to you not buying the house, and you have to be okay with that. Like many times people are going to choose of course they want to reinstate the loan. Maybe there's like, well, I'm going to go talk to my mom or my sister or my brother, see if they have the money. Perfect. You do that. Go talk to them. When are you going to have that conversation? I'm going to have it Sunday afternoon after church when we meet for lunch. Perfect. Is it okay if I reach out to you after that and just see how it went? Yeah, here's my phone number. And then they'll call back and they'll say, yep, I either got the money or, well, they just didn't have the money to give me. I guess I better pursue a different option. So allow them to go through the process and be okay with it and be supportive, but always set some type of follow-up commitment, whether it be getting that phone number or whether it be a micro commitment in terms of a next conversation. Always leave it with that. Because it would have been easy for me to just give Caroline my business card and walk away, right? But then I don't have their contact information. And that's pretty much the whole point of that door knock, is to get their of course, get the rapport and the trust, but get that contact and next step is why you're there.
Wow. We went through a lot in that. I would recommend you go back, play it again. I actually do not put bankruptcy as number 3 on mine. Bankruptcy is at the bottom. I don't like recommending it. I just want to highlight a few things. We are not attorneys. We are not CPAs. We refer things out to experts that have more experience than us. Okay, so if at any point you're talking to a homeowner and you realize, man, I know that we can stop this auction. Caroline has told me this. Michael has told me this. I know it's possible. I just don't know what I need to do to be able to stop that auction. Don't worry. Message me on Instagram again. This is my username at @TheCarolineCain. You guys can message me. I will help you guys out. Send me the word deal. There will be a form that will pop up. You can send the information on there and we can help you. Today is Wednesday. We've already stopped 5 auctions this week. Okay. It's because we have the right people in place. We can help you too. All right. Now, one last thing I want to ask. If you did find value, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more of. I'm paying attention to those things. I'm actually making another video after this I won't say what it is, but I'm going to make another one that's going to be very helpful for everybody. And remember, this works if you work it. You cannot lose if you do not quit. It's pretty simple. Guys, just show up, go serve these homeowners that need our support, and you're going to have a ton of success. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching this. And again, if you found any value, share it with a few people. Let me know that you found value. And I'll see you on Thursday at 12 o'clock Arizona time for the live lunch with Michael Franke. Have a great one, everyone.